Hi, I'm Brianna.
And I'm Akira.
And you're watching
Dante's Boxing Nation.
Dante's Boxing Nation, what's going on, guys? So Andre Ward, he finally spoke on a possible rematch against Sergey Kovalev, and he had a lot to say about the situation. He talked about Kathy Duva, of course, her constantly talking and having something to say. He talked about the double standards that exist in the sport of boxing, and he talked about, the fans that basically felt that Sergey Kovalev won the fight. But in this video in particular, I want to talk mainly about what Andre Ward had to say about the rematch. Andre Ward, he basically said that the rematch, it has to make sense. He said that now that he beat Kovalev and he's the champion, since Kovalev is no longer the champion, he said that Kathy Duva is no longer the A side. He directed that straight to or towards Kathy Duva when he said that. And I can understand why he said that, because she was the most vocal when it came to this entire promotion. So that's pretty much what he's saying right now. He's saying, yeah, it's going to be on my terms, when the rematch does happen. But the interesting thing about him saying that is they do have a rematch clause. So I'm trying to figure out if Andre Ward, if he's just negotiating tougher when it comes to the rematch, or is he even thinking about vacating the titles, which I don't think Andre Ward would do. But it'll be interesting to see what happens. Now, for those of you guys who have been listening to my radio show, you may have heard a couple people call in and suggest that it would be better that Andre Ward, he would go ahead and maybe fight some other names, and Kovalev go out and maybe fight one or two other guys, and they would build up the rematch. Now, me personally, I feel the rematch will be big regardless if they fight right away or if they, build it up a little bit. The rematch is going to be huge because people are still buzzing about the results of the last fight. Now, clearly Andre Ward, he definitely has a new level or a newfound respect for Sergey Kovalev. The fact that Sergey Kovalev gave Andre Ward his most difficult fight of his career. And ironically enough, Andre Ward, he said going into this fight, he thought that Sergey Kovalev would be his toughest fight. But with that being said, the fact that Andre Ward said this fight has to make sense, the only fight that makes more sense than Ward versus Kovalev rematch is Ward versus Adonis Stevenson. Or, of course, Andre Ward versus Gennady Golovkin, which would be bigger than a Kovalev rematch, I truly believe. But outside of those two fights, there really isn't another fight that will make more sense than Ward versus Kovalev 2. So we'll see what happens. It'll be interesting to see how this plays out, because this is not a situation where Andre Ward will be making a voluntary defense against Kovalev. He's obligated to take the rematch or give up his belts. That's usually how the rematch clause works. So we'll see what happens, but that's all I got for now. I'm on to the next one, y'all.
This is Bobby, and you're watching Dante's Boxing Nation.